It's official. Dream and Daquavis, two of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers, will be dueling for $100,000 on May 2nd, 2025. The stakes are even higher than the Dream vs Technoblade duel, because instead of being paid by MrBeast, the loser will have to pay the winner out of their own pockets. In this video, I'm going to be analyzing several aspects of Dream and Daquavis' skills to determine which of them will be most likely to win the Duel of the Ds. First, we'll take a look at Playstyle. Dream's most successful series on YouTube has always been his Minecraft manhunts. Since it's impossible for him to fight all hunters at the same time, he has adopted a heavily defensive fighting style with axe and shield combat. The legend Technoblade said it himself.
Here, I think 1.9 PvP, it really favors the defenders.
Although Dream has recently started using the sword more often, which is an offensive type weapon, overall, he has maintained a defensive playstyle hardwired into him. Daquavis, on the other hand, is a bit more challenging to analyze, since the majority of his content is scripted and is not an accurate representation of his true skill. However, I, Wicked Magma, was lucky enough to have dueled Daquavis in the past. You see, before Daquavis rose to fame, him and I frequently played lava rises on a Minecraft server called MC Manhunt. So, I believe I have a decent understanding of his playstyle, even if this was 2 years ago. Daquavis' weapon of choice was often the axe, and his lava rises strategy often involved building up to world height as fast as possible. He would then bridge to different players' sky bases and kill them all. All of this is a strong indicator of an offensive playstyle, and he maintained this for the duration of the time I've seen him on the server. Even though both Dream and Daquavis have contrasting playstyles, being able to adapt on the spot is just as, if not more important, which is what we'll take a look at next. Now, whether or not you think Dream's manhunts are scripted is entirely up to you, but from an unbiased perspective, I believe that Dream's manhunts are mostly unscripted, with a few exceptions being the lava boat seed being tampered with, and the 500 grand finale being blatantly faked. On the whole, however, Dream has shown multiple times that he is able to adapt to a difficult situation on the spot, like when he pretended to drink a potion of strength, blocked off the water source to kill all 3 hunters, and clutching on a horse. Unfortunately, due to Daquavis' manhunts being scripted to an even greater extent than Dream's, I can't use his videos for analysis. In addition, take a look at this video in which a YouTuber named Xereiki dueled Dream in a best of 10, 3 times. In the first duel, Xereiki easily defeats Dream 6-0, but in the second duel, Dream makes a massive comeback as a result of reading his opponent and adjusting his playstyle accordingly. So, it can be said that Dream excels in adaptability. But what about movement? Well, this one is difficult. Both Dream and Daquavis were frequent MCC Island players. Both possess great skills in bridging and parkour. Even though you could say Dream's manhunts are faked, what can be said for certain is that his movement does not involve any external tools, unlike Daquavis. He is great at traversing terrain, speed bridging, and so on. On the other hand, Daquavis released a short showcasing what he claims to be his real skills. Assuming he is being honest, it's easy to say this level of bridging is also incredible. Since both players are exceptional at movement, for now, we will say that they are equal. Now here's where it gets interesting. Both Dream and Daquavis have probably not touched grass ever since Dream signed the contract. They're both probably in their rooms 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, practicing to hone their skills to perfection, only ever stopping to use the bathroom, sleep, and eat. One of the biggest factors that will determine who uses their practice time the most efficiently is which one of them has the best trainer. Due to the big amount of controversy Dream has been involved with in the past several years, he has fallen quite far away from the good terms of the modern PvP community, with even his former trainer Sponker claiming he regret training him in a now deleted Twitter post. Although it's difficult to determine who Dream's trainer will be because of his reputation, I can say something for certain about one of Daquavis' close friends, Mao_KL. To put it simply, Mao is great at modern PvP. Here's some footage of me dueling him on PvP Legacy and losing, despite me being pretty good at PvP myself. Since Daquavis currently has a better reputation in the Minecraft community and is close friends with a highly skilled player who will likely be training him, Daquavis will likely experience the most improvement over the course of his training. Actually, scrap everything I just said. I was almost done editing this video when Dream uploaded a stream of him training with the #1 axe PvPer Swite. So, I guess Dream actually gets this point. Finally, I saved what I believe to be the most important aspect for last. But before we get into it, if you've made it this far into the video, please like and subscribe. You can always change your mind later. This final aspect is probably the most important skill to have for any competitive high-stakes moment. If you're unable to utilize this, then all of your practice and training will mean nothing in the end. Let me explain. Have you ever practiced something for days, weeks, or even months, and then when it's time for you to finally show off your hard work, you end up not doing well because of pressure? Well, I have, and Dream certainly has as well. Take this example from his duel against Technoblade. In the final round, Dream and Techno begin trading hits, with both of their health being neck and neck. When it comes to the final blow, Dream makes a small mistake that cost him the duel. He delivers a knockback hit instead of a critical hit, which would have been enough to kill Techno and tie the duel. There are other examples of Dream folding under pressure, like when he drowns to death twice in his manhunt videos. Regardless of how well Dream prepares for his match against Daquavis, if he chokes and makes a mistake, which he likely will, it may just cost him $100,000. So with all that being said, who is more likely to win the $100,000? Well, after careful consideration, analyzing every bit of footage I could find, mapping out all the facts, and popping open a can of soda, I can confidently say that the winner of the Dream vs Daquavis $100,000 duel will be